wants us to give up on the things that we know we should do. For you and I, we have a conscience, and to our soul we gotta be true. But some of the people support the enemy cause they don't understand. But that's alright, ain't no problem, cause they the Deen will still do all that we can. Our enemy wants us to give up on the things that we know we should do. For you and I, we have a conscience, and to our soul we gotta be true. But some of the people support the enemy cause they don't understand. But that's alright, ain't no problem, cause they the Deen will still do all that we can.
Hey everybody, Assalamu alaikum. This is Joshua Salam, and who else we got?
Naeem Muhammad.
And it's Abdul Malik, of course.
And all three of us up and down, left and right, we make Native Deen.
Native Deen.
So good to see, or kind of virtually see everybody here. I want y'all to know that this is something that we are doing our best to be committed to. Once a month, the first weekend of every month. I think we'll probably do Saturdays, but we did Sunday because some people celebrate the 4th of July, but we gave them their time anyway. So let's say the first Saturday of the month, you should see all of Native Deen on here, and we're just going to comb through the albums. So this month, we're going to talk about Abdul Malik's album. Next month, we're going to talk about Naeem Muhammad's album. Then the month after that, we're going to talk about unique reflections, Naeem? I'm sorry.
Enlightened reflections.
Enlightened reflections with our brother, may Allah accept him, Junaid Jamshed. And then we're just going to keep combing back through the Native Deen albums to see if I can get this right. The Remedy. Then the month after that, we're going to do Not Afraid to Stand Alone. And then a month after that, we're going to do Deen, You Know. And I hope you guys follow us on that journey the first Saturday of every month. But in between that, we're not going to leave you alone. We're going to keep bothering you in between that, because the second Saturday, or I'll do it on Saturday. Second Saturday, I'm going to be on Instagram with you guys live. I think, who's after me? Is it go to Naeem or Abdul Malik?
I think back to Abdul Malik, and then,
Abdul Malik's on the third week, and he'll be doing YouTube. And then Naeem's on the fourth week, and he's doing Facebook. And then, if it's a fifth week, we just give y'all a break. But the first Saturday of the month, we'll be back to see you once again. So you can tune in wherever you want, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are here for you.
All right.
Now, you ready to get started?
Yeah, well, let's just I'm going to give some shout outs to people, because we got a lot of people tuning in. Again, right now, alhamdulillah, it looks like we are live on both on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Instagram as well. I see all the people chiming in on YouTube, so I'm gonna name some of those people. We got Nightmare 2/14. Hey, assalamu alaikum, what's going on? What's going on? Ali Salams. What's going on, Manis? We got Muna Ibrahim there. Assalamu alaikum to you. We got Leela. checking in. Shabnam's checking in. Manis is checking in, saying that I grew up listening to Native Deen. I love you all so much, and we sending love back to you. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for inviting us into your homes. Lance Foss, assalamu alaikum, bro. What's going on, dude? Manis, Yahya, all right. Yeah. Got Moldor. Assalamu alaikum to you, Minna. MashaAllah, thank you for tuning in. Manis again. Ali Hussein, somebody I work with, someone I'm real close to. Hey, what's going on, brother Ali? Assalamu alaikum. Hassan says Allahu Akbar and Subhanallah. Maybe he's trying to do the chant. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah. Yeah, there you go. And Shush Chaudhry, assalamu alaikum. I'm a big fan of you guys. We're a big fan of you, Sush. And Shabnam. Shabnam has a little tough news there, saying that say they're having a cancer scare in their family, or someone is losing their faith. And we're gonna make dua for you, Shabnam, and you hold on to your faith, hold on, and the messages like this and events like this, we're trying to put more light, more love into all the things that people are going through right now, doing a deep dive into the albums that we've done over time, and thanking the fans for your support. And alhamdulillah, we're going to keep you in our dua, keep your head up, and may Allah make it easy for you. Assalamu alaikum. And let's go ahead and get into it. That's all. I'm getting the most of the...
there's some. Are you looking on Facebook?
I saw the YouTubers. Who you got on Instagram? And then before we get into our first song,
we've got lots of people. We got Basima. We got Richard McKinney. We got
what? Richard McKinney's on.
Who's Richard?
He came
McKinney?
out
765. That's who it is. Saying hello to us.
That's it, Duke. What's up?
Really, Abdullah Shakir. Man, we got a lot of people on, man.
There's
but
a lot of people.
Even
we got the Facebook. Let me shout out the Facebook people before we go on. We got Nafisa giving salams. We got Nafisa and Nafia. Goche. So it seems like I can pronounce that because I watch Ertugrul. Umi of one. I guess you got only one kid. Richie, assalamu alaikum. Nafia, she's checking in from Turkey. Would love the Kids Hour. When will you guys bring it back? When are we going to bring back the Kids Hour? Did we have a Kids Hour? Or maybe it was on Deen TV.
On Deen TV.
Oh yeah, and actually I'm streaming on Deen TV. We're streaming all over the place right now. We're on
nice.
Native Deen. We're on Deen TV. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're all over the place talking to you guys today. Assalamu alaikum Khadija. Assalamu alaikum Aja. And everybody else. So it's time to get into the music though. Like, we're here to talk about your album Conscious Reboot. Josh, how you want to get that started?
Josh, how do I want to get started? Abdul Malik.
Well, Josh, you're the MC, man, today. You know,
am I? Oh, mashallah,
Daishiki and everything.
Yes. My brother. Hey, so Abdul Malik, we did this solo project, man. I think we started 5 years ago, and you were the second one to go. But you were the fastest one to go because you make songs like in your sleep, and you got all the studio in your house. And so walk us through, like, were you excited to do this, or like, was this a breath of fresh air for you, or was this a little stressful because you got like 13 projects going on? And then, you know, tell us about the songs that you're about to introduce us to.
All right. So, you know, I think, first off, I think I need to say this. I think people think like, you know, Abdul Malik, he has some special sauce that he uses to write songs. That's how. I think it's just more of just the frequency. I mean, when you're a painter, if you want to be a good painter, you just got to paint a ton of stuff. You know, you just got to keep painting, keep doing it. And so in the past, I had all this. You know, I'm constantly writing because I want to get my writing better. I want to get my music creation, production better. So I had all this.
Hold on, because Mr. Tippity Type over there, you need to mute yourself, man. I'm trying to listen to my brother here. I'm all into it.
I thought you were tap dancing.
All right, go ahead, Abdul Malik. But Abdul Malik, before you continue, I think you do have some special sauce. And I just watched this movie called Finding Forrester. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I might have.
So anyway, you can look it up. And there's this old white man, and he's tutoring this young black man on how to write. And what he tells him is just write. Don't think. just right. He said, just type those keys, punch them out. And that's the same advice you gave me years ago. You were like, just write, Josh. Don't think about it. Make it rhyme later. And so I think that is part of your special sauce, where you just kind of start writing and you worry about the format and all of that later. That's like a second phase.
Finding Forrester is a great film. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Somebody from Turkey is saying Salaam alaikum, mashallah. But yeah, that's true. So, but I don't think that's a special sauce. That's like, it's just practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people like Michael Jordan that they're just one of a kind. They got talent, but still they have to practice. Then you have your everyday, NCAA basketball star, maybe don't get to the NBA. I think that's kind of, me. I like to play.
Naeem says, and I quote, Abdul Malik is one of the greatest songwriters of this generation. Am I right, Naeem?
I think he just
definitely
said that,
for our community. I'd say for our community, I definitely say that. I really enjoy what he does. He puts a lot of heart into it, and and the people.
Why you got bust my balloon, Naeem?
What?
He like, for our community,
I'm saying
on Saturday in Herndon.
No, I don't mean that. I mean for the Muslim. I'm saying from our community. Let me show you how deep I am with it. Okay. Because I was in a conversation and we were talking about Dawood Warnsby, Yusuf Islam, and Abdul Malik. That's the company he's in when we talk about writing music. So don't think that I'm like being that. So that's where I'm at with Abdul Malik's writing. That I'm in an argument with people in that conversation. Not even argument, and we were all and everybody was like, yeah, exactly. So
I want to put it like this. I feel that if writing is something, and I see it also because my wife, she does a lot of poetry. There's a talent that comes to it. But I think it's a lot has to do with just practice and just writing, and things become easier and easier and easier. I guess that's the same thing with any basketball or any sport, right? Maybe, the reason why you like it is because maybe you a little bit gifted in it, or maybe Allah blessed you with it a little bit, but you enjoy it and you practice it. If you guys probably heard some of the first times, maybe Josh and I remember the first times I went up and was trying to rap and stuff like that. It was not.
I was there.
Yeah, right. So I mean,
tough times.
Tough times.
Clean up the dirty masjid.
Oh my God, yes. And they didn't think I was saying clean up the dirty masjid. They thought I was saying.
I remember that day clearly. But we can ruminate on all these old stories. But I think some of the people, they haven't had a chance to hear Conscious Reboot. And you, like you say, you have a body of work, that we want to get into some of that. I mean, there's a lot of people checking it. We got people checking it only from Australia. It's so many screens I'm looking at. I can't concentrate on all.
Yeah.
And I want to thank all you guys. I'm putting up the messages actually into. I'm just every now and then. Yeah, even this guy Lance, I think his name Richard, was telling us, he said, you all helped solidify my faith when I first took Shahada. I needed music, and you guys were the first bit of music I found on Deen TV.
On Deen TV, mashallah.
That's pretty serious, man. That's pretty serious. You see there's my man Lance. So let's go ahead, Abdul Malik. Let's get into some of the music. We can maybe give it like a 1-minute snippet, and then what song are we going to start with? I think...
okay. So the song that starts the album is actually Build the World Together, okay? So this song has a lot, it goes into actually, the beginning is actually, it talks about something that happened to me personally. I remember I was walking with my mom, and I think it was my two sisters next to me, and we were driving by, going to 7-Eleven. I remember it very specifically. And there's some guy in a pickup truck, goes by, and he takes out a gun, his finger, and he's like shooting all of us, right? And me as a little kid, I didn't understand. I thought it was funny. He's like going around, she's like, right. And so I was smiling, right? And then my mom, she was really disturbed, and I was like, she was like, that guy was basically saying, I want to kill you, I want to kill all of you guys, Another thing happened is that. And then, I was young, so I didn't really understand it.
Right.
I was playing with the kids, right? And they were all throwing. They were playing around. You know how kids throw stones, and somehow everybody started throwing stones at me, right? Like basically, I was the only black kid, and then I got a black eye, right?
No
and
way.
Yeah, and I was bleeding, and
so this is autobiographical. This I didn't know.
Yes,
I definitely didn't know
this. Is real. This is real. And so I remember I didn't want to tell my dad because he didn't like us playing out with the kids outside. So I said I told him I fell and I hit a rock. Now, obviously he knows.
He's like, how can I tell this without lying, but tell not the whole story? I was running and my face just ran into a rock.
Ran into a rock, yeah. But it was a big old black eye. First time I had a black eye. I think the first time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
no, I think I got kicked once.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's the story. So I put that in the story.
Wow. So let's go ahead and jump. Let's go ahead. We can go ahead and jump into that first track for you guys. Take a listen. If you haven't heard it before, this is "Build a World Together," Abdul Malik's first song.
Why can't we all get along in this land now we're living? You think hatred is gone? It's alive and kicking. We got one mother and father, one mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. Let's build the world together. One mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. Let's build the world together.
I remember I was young. This dude drives up with his hand, forms a gun, and pretend shoots us. And the kids in the neighborhood threw eggs at our home. I was bleeding with the black eye once they pelted me with stones. It was cause we were different. We were Muslim and black. Fast forward several decades and now where are we at? We got Ferguson, Charleston, Chapel Hill, Houston. Not easy being Afro-American or a Muslim. Hands up, don't shoot black men, don't group us. All in your mind what these few thugs do. And when a Muslim is violent, then they label him a terrorist. But anyone else, oh, he just needed a therapist. Stuff on the news is far from the views of billions of Muslims, so don't be confused, cause that only brings hate and the scariest fight. We need this area wiped of these stereotypes. What?
We got one mother and father, one mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. Let's build the world together. One mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. Let's build the world together.
They say black people are lazy, they bring robberies and car chases. Muslims are just violent, they kill people and bomb places. Dude, check your history when Europe had its dark ages. Africans and Muslims were scientists and stargazers. Read about the African scholars of Timbuktu. There was knowledge and prosperity where Africans ruled. Algebra and algorithms that we still use were of the many things discovered by Muslims, to name a few. In Africa, Christians and Muslims were happy neighbors. With the Muslims in Spain is when the Jewish golden age was. Read about Najashi, the African Negus, cause enlightened were the African and Muslim nations. More we learn about each other, more we use respect, and won't be swayed by the biases the news projects. Cause Islamic, Christianity, and Jews connect, and every race and all humanity. Let's move ahead. Come on.
We got one mother and father, one mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. Let's build the world together. One mother and father, and one God up above us, one God up above us. Why we hating on each other? Let's build the world together. 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 We'll be part of it.
Woo! Abdul Malik Ahmed. Build a world together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's asked me, do I actually have an older brother? There's 6 of us all together. I'm the oldest boy. I have an older sister, Sarah. I was just speaking to her too.
Right. You know, it's funny you were talking about that too. I know you guys had your family chat. My mom, right before we got started, she was just like, "Are we having our family chat now?" So just remember, we can't do this at this time because apparently family live chat is Sunday night check-in.
That's why we had to move the time. You know.
Oh, okay.
Family. That's how to move the time.
Oh man.
So
anything memorable other than the tough time? You know, I mean, beyond that. Anything else memorable? Maybe making the video or writing this that you really wanted to get through.
Yeah, so making the video, we have a whole video on Deen TV. Make sure you check out the making of this video on Deen TV. Goes through the whole process of what we did. I was there with Murad Amira. He helped out a lot. I mean, he's the one who basically did the video for us. I went to LA to shoot that video.
Who did the casting of the lookalike of you?
He did. He found a little kid, and that kid was good. He was a good actor, man. That was amazing. I wish I could remember his name. It's on the credits there.
Oh, he's on right now, tearing up.
He's like, you don't remember me. How long it took me to come into character, but it was those were good times, and I miss it. I think somebody's asking, Naeem, are you into martial arts?
Martial arts.
Oh, but they love Looking Glass and Rain Song. I'm on Instagram saying that.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Shout out to Naeem. But these songs are these are memories, and I think this is why I keep on, because these memories are so awesome. Making the video, putting the song together, they're such good times, and it's something that just do it, and it's fi sabilillah. So inshallah, I'm getting some reward for it in the akhirah. Inshallah.
You know what, Abdul Malik? I mean, I know we just did this, and I think I would just say, because someone mentioned about Times Are Rough, actually, so we may want to jump into that one next. That was like from the Instagram chat. One of the people were like, "Yeah, I like the Times Are Rough." That was from the Fridge Thief, whoever the Fridge Thief is.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you're looking on Instagram too?
Bro, I got eyes all over.
You got all of it.
I got all of it.
I'm down, man.
I'm look like, don't you know, like Professor X when he has like all the screens?
Yeah.
That's how my situation is.
Like Batman, right? When he has Professor X.
It's like in his brain.
But so what was I gonna say? So you talking about this next song? Well, do you want to go into that one when times are rough?
Well, the only thing I was to say, like I said, this is one of my favorites. Like this piece, because it's got the call and response. One mother and father, one mother and father, one God up above us. It's kind of it has that sing song equality to it. And now that I hear it's autobiographical almost, except for the part where being locked up and thrown in the back of it.
Yeah, that's not
so.
And it was, and I was homeschooled, so the school.
So they like broke in your house and was like, where did you live?
It was outside, dude. It was outside. We didn't have like rocks in our house, man. It was like on the right outside our house. So anyway, but yes. So it's not completely 100% accurate, but that's how you do in film. You make it, but it's definitely based on a true story. So going to the next song, let's go to Build the World. What do you call it?
Let's do it again. Yeah, let's go.
When times are rough. Yeah, so that was just a chorus that I had in my head for a long time. Some of these things that you haven't had for a long time, and it went through a lot of different phases. And I think there's 2 versions actually on YouTube. One is a voice-only version, and then this is another one. This is the one that's actually on the album. I filmed this video on. We got some discount on a tour. It's the first time I've ever been on a tour. Not a tour.
Cruise.
A cruise.
A tour. We've toured together several times. Like I've never been on a tour ever. Stayed in my house.
Yeah. A cruise. And so I filmed this. I filmed the video on the ship. So you will see a lot of.
Now, where did you store this chorus? You said you held it for a long time. Do you hold that in your head, Did you do a quick recording on your phone? Did you put it on a what is that thing called, GarageBand? Where did you hold it, and how long was it?
I think I always do like a little recording. Yeah, that I keep it in like some secret like. No, I think it was just like I do a like. So that is one thing, I guess. I do have like some equipment. You guys can see back here. I have like a little studio going on, you know. So I do like put down my ideas. So I probably recorded it somewhere, and then I'm like, I don't know. And then the more you played around with it, and then it came out to this. But yeah.
Okay. And that was about like you held it for like 5 years.
I don't know how long it was, but I remember there was a reason why I wrote it. That I think when it says, I don't want to be the one who only prays when times are rough. I think a lot of times people, when they come close to God, is only when times are difficult times, you know? Yeah. And I don't want to be, when I wrote that, I was like, I don't want to be that guy who only, like, they'll come to God whenever there's a hard time, you know? I don't want to be the one who only prays when times are rough. Crying, begging, Lord, please console me and let me feel your love. But if I really truly love him solely, I glorify him much. You know, there's a connection that we need to have with God, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anyway.
Okay. All right. And
that's a good lead in.
That's a great lead in. And before we do that, because somebody just jumped on giving us salams, a good friend of ours from Brother Rashid, who was in the Brother Rashid Rodriguez, Assalamualaikum, bro. He was in the
who's near?
Is he
near?
When they're near.
Oh no, he was in the video. I rode his bike. What? Oh, Rashid, of course we know him.
Yeah.
There you are.
You didn't ride his bike. You sat on his bike.
Yes, he was.
And you jumped over it. So okay, here we go. Hey, Rashid.
Right, man.
Oh,
it's you, brother Rashid.
You've been watching that video too much, Abdullah. You thought you were riding.
You believe it so much.
No, I don't ride. I can't. No, that was the brother. It wasn't me.
All right. So let's go ahead and play time when times are rough. Like Abdullah said, he doesn't want to only just pray when times are rough. He wants to always keep in touch. Let's do it.
Young soul leaving home all alone, set a sail on this trip called life. Alone with your newfound freedom, no folks saying wrong or right. Now you chilling with your newfound crew. You got a swag like them young bucks do. You stop playing and you wanna cut loose and forgetting everything that your faith taught you. Everything is cool, smooth sailing. Suddenly things start failing. Your crew jump ship, all your friends start bailing. Alone in the dark, and now you're begging. Oh Lord, I need you now. Oh Lord, please help me out. I don't wanna be the one who only prays when times are rough. Crying, begging, Lord, please console me and let me feel your love. If I really truly love him purely, I glorify him much. I would follow everything he told me, be sure to stay in touch. Our Lord is full of mercy, so the storm he clears away. On course eventually, but the spirit wears away. Everything is once again the same, no time to reflect on why you're here. He asked too much you claim. It's your life and now you wish to stay. Suddenly now this trip's cut short and your short little voyage is soon to end. So lost you try to call your Lord, hoping now he will be your friend, saying, oh Lord, forgive me my sins. Oh Lord, please let me in. Oh, I don't wanna be the one who only prays when times are rough. Crying, begging, Lord, please console me and let me feel your love. If I really truly love him purely, I glorify him much. I will follow everything he told me, be sure to stay in touch.
stay in touch. Oh man, Abdul Malik Ahmed, and I mean we have like big celebrity stars checking in on this. Can I put them up on the thing right here? We got the sisters from Ain't Afraid on here.
Oh,
Check
let me
it
tell you, I
in.
listen to them. I'm always like telling my daughter, "Hey, Sakina, check this out." She's like, "Oh, Ain't Afraid." No
They
joke.
are. I mean, they are like I don't know, dude. They put out some tracks recently. I just saw on Insta. Man,
Yep.
they not killing the game. They own the game. This is their
They
time.
do.
And I
They're
appreciate
nice.
what you
They're
guys
nice.
are doing. Appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep it up, inshallah.
We sure do. That's nice.
Oh man, so keep in touch with Malik. What what more? Anything else about that track you want to talk about?
No, I think so. We did another video for voice only, and we actually used footage from a brother actually had filmed the whole story, and he wasn't using the footage. He didn't. The person he filmed it for didn't want to use that footage, so we morphed it into a video that went along with this song. So you can find that When Times Are Rough, voice only.
Okay.
It's a completely different story, and a different. Yeah, it's completely different.
There's a whole nother thing. There's no boats.
Completely different. Yeah, but the same song, same lyrics. It's voice only, but it has a whole completely different take on it.
Okay. I got a couple because people are asking things, and too. I'll just say like I really did like the vibe on that song a lot, and you know the funny thing you said is about only when rough, but I think also sometimes the inverse is like happens too for people. Like they only if things are rough, but when it's nice, they're just like, yeah, I'm just the man. I did this. What are you talking about? This is what I planned. You know, and,
Right,
and
right.
so so it's kind of funny, like. You know, that there's like two, like I guess there's two sides to every coin. You know, and it's a great. And I know so many people, like probably like zero in on both. You have we had Muhammad had a big question. He was just saying there's a lot of crime in our area. Many young black Akis like me and my friends who get dragged down and disadvantaged by the system. Any advice for you brothers have a huge impact on my life. He has to leave. I don't know if Joshua, you want to say anything real quick.
Wow. Okay, Naeem. That's
No, I mean he said I gotta go help my mom. Is it possible to please respond to my question? Sorry to be pushy. That's a deep question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to plant the seeds of community organizing, because major challenges like that is best not to try to take it by yourself. Of course, you know, if you're a believer, you're never alone, as you know by the song. Allah is always with you, so don't be afraid to stand alone. But there's also some wisdom to community organizing and finding out who else is willing to step up and be with you and put the work in to create an alliance, some partnerships, even if it's brothers and sisters your age. Don't speak with one voice, speak with multiple voices, because that's where real power comes from. Power comes from organized people and or organized money. So normally, there's people can easily organize people, inshallah. So
Right.
may Allah make it easy on you.
I mean, and I'll just add to Muhammad, man, with two names. I would just say I think one of the things, the blessing that we had is even as a group, and one of the big lessons in our work has been that we've had the three of us. You know, I consider I had really great company, and there comes a point in your time in life you gotta really choose wisely who you gonna spend your time with, who you gonna really invest in. And I'm not even saying that leave people behind really, because that's it's not the thing, but you definitely have to eventually you have to start thinking about who am I spending my time with? Are we on the same? Are we on the same path? Are we both trying to do this Deen the same way, or trying to live the same way? So I would say just like if you making a conscious decision to not be jammed up by a bunch of stuff, you need to have that same conversation with your friends and see who's on that, and you guys have a pact amongst each other the same way the three of us have kind of had a pact with each other that these 20 years that we've had, that we committed to trying to do our best with this band. Alhamdulillah, Allah has taken us this far, and that's good. And I say if someone made dua for them, I'll say, hey, everybody, please pray for the brother. Pray for our brother.
Yes.
So
and not just because times are rough.
Yeah, and not just when times. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool.
Josh can always tie it back into it.
That's why he's Joshua Salim, brother Eman.
Joshua Salim.
Salam.
Oh, Salam. Okay, gotcha.
What else you got for us, Abdul Malik? We still got time, and thank you everybody.
Still got time? What time is that? We got it. Okay, so there's another song on the album. Speak good or keep silent. Okay. Now that one is quiet, talking about. Yeah, speak good or just keep silent. Just not say anything. But I think that there's a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawm al-akhir falyakul khayran aw liyasmut." I think if anybody can correct me if I'm saying that correctly. Speak good or keep silent. The Prophet ﷺ said that, and I had written a song a long time ago about backbiting and stuff like that. And I feel like I wanted to do something again on that topic. And so when I heard that hadith, I'm like, man. And then in this song, there's stories that they didn't directly happen like that, but they were like a conglomeration of a lot of different things that happened to me and my friends, So I put it in a story form. Even though I'm relating the story, it's not one situation that happened. But it's a lot of different situations. But it helps remind me to,
keep good.
Keep my mouth shut sometimes.
Hey, I was just about to ask you if you were coming out with a hardcore album, what would that title be? You'd be like, shut your mouth, boy.
Yes.
That would be it. Yeah.
I would. That would be it.
That's still kind of, Islamicized.
Nice.
Mashallah.
And quick before we jump in. Go ahead. Before we jump into it, just to let everybody know who's just joining us, we're doing this deep dive on Abdul Malik's solo album. All three of us had a solo piece. We had a listening party a month ago for Joshua, and now we're having a listening deep dive with Brother Abdul Malik. In about a month, we'll do my album as well, and keep going through all of the albums. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And where can they get it before we go?
Where can people listen to the whole thing?
So it's on YouTube, on iTunes. You can find it on iTunes. It's on YouTube. But I want to actually, within the next couple of days, I uploaded the whole thing to YouTube. But I just got to work out some of the copyright issues that YouTube sometimes doesn't understand. It's your song.
Yeah.
And then it blocked it. So I wanted to say in this thing that you can find it on YouTube. Just go to Deen TV or whatever, and you can find it. But I can't say that today.
But you can also go Spotify. You can get on Spotify, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I've heard it on Spotify. Yeah,
okay.
Spotify, Apple Music, all those different places like that. They're available that way, and definitely go to Deen.tv and Native Deen website as well. Shout out to Muhammad Ammar. Shout out to Gus. Shout out to Osama Ahmed. People were asking me to shout them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Misunderstood is on here.
Oh no way! Where's she at?
She's there. I see.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
All these celebrities jumping in. You got family celebrities. Someone's asked us to make dua for their mom too. Halima, we'll definitely ask Allah, give her the best, nothing but the best, and for you and your mom and your whole family, inshallah, as well. So let's go ahead and get into this next piece. We said it's speak good or stay silent. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way that I'm worthy to stay back. I know that was not right, should I had a stoplight, didn't need a backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I should never backbite. That's what the prophet said.
Yeah, I was chilling with my old crew. Couple guys came to town hanging like we used to. We started talking about some brothers that we all knew. What they all doing now, stuff they be up to. So they asked me about a brother that I knew. I said, let me not start, cause that brother's got issues. I should've stopped there and tried to change the subject, but their eyes lit up like they hadn't had enough yet. I started talking about the brother, how he's this and that. Lex Luthor mindset, gossip like kryptonite. It's a drug and people love to inhale, but this kind of intel will only put you in hell.
Why'd I have to say that? Gotta find a way that worthy to stay back. I know that was not right, should I had a stoplight, didn't need a backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I should never backbite. That's what the prophet
now
said.
I only spoke the truth, at least what I knew of it. I tried to be fair, not to paint them like a hooligan, but like that game telephone. Truth is never left alone. We relish and embellishing everything that we pass along. They passed it on Facebook, Twitter. Misuse of these makes the devil's playbook bigger. Cause I found out later I had the wrong info. Was stuff that I didn't know. It wasn't that simple, but now it's too late. My words spreading like cancer. Destroy the brother's honor cause I tried to be gangster. Mansion on Kiyama, the brothers and thanks bro for giving me a good deed, and now I'm left blank.
Why'd I have to say that? Gotta find a way that worthy to stay back. I know that was not right, should I had a stoplight, didn't need a backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I didn't need to backbite. I should never backbite. That's what the prophet
Now
said.
many take it lightly.
Ooh, Abdul Malik Ahmed. Wow. Wow. Just, you made me think, like, you know, people be going back and forth on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Like
Naeem.
Oh, sorry.
Speak good.
Good or keep silent, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, that's
Funny.
That's heavy, man. That's heavy, bro. Like that's a good word. I mean, just that keep good or stay silent, man. I mean, just thinking about all the people saying they get on their keyboards and just all day long talk about this one, talk about that one, talk about imams, talk about regular brothers and sisters, you know, talk about whomever, you know. Ready to answer for that, and it's not just. I mean, on the internet, you talking to thousands of people. Oh, spreading junk.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep. I think one thing about that was, I think, the first one of the first lyric videos that I actually was working on. So,
see, that's another thing people don't know. Like you guys are watching this. Abdul Malik is like so like he's writing the lyrics, he's writing the music, he's starring in the music video, he's filming the music video, he's directing it, he's even doing the animation in it. The man is a man of many talents. You know, may Allah increase you even more talents. You know, so.
But I think that's a problem.
Oh, that's a problem.
I don't think I
cool.
think I'm not a master at anything. You know, I feel like it. Sometimes you need to pass it off to people who. You know,
okay.
It's a double-edged sword. We're just letting people know, you know, because you get involved. Sometimes you need to pass it on to other people. That's what I think I've learned, especially when doing Deen TV.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to give it to the professionals. You know, you can do it, save a lot of money, but sometimes you just need the pros people to do it. So, alhamdulillah, double-edged sword.
Abdul Malik is all about saving money. We were about to fly to California one time. He was like, well, we could probably build our own plane and get there for like half the cost.
That's true.
Okay,
I do believe that if you can do something yourself, you know, there's a learning experience in doing it.
Ooh.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if we could actually have built a plane, imagine what we could have done with that knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. I would not fly.
You just came right back. What happened? We have to give it to the professional.
Saying good, keep silent. I'm not flying in the native Deen plane. I'm just telling you that now. That's not. That would be like, I'm taking the bus. Oh man. You got Adil used to be from the DC area, and now out in Arizona. Checking his head, that was powerful. We had Sabrun Jamila, that's a name, Sabrun Jamila, saying she loves the music, giving us salam, saying it's really good. Someone else, Tavasha Shannon, dope video with a dope message. We got Ahmed Bilal saying with nostalgia, with everything. Somebody else said no sound, but I think I already heard. I'm hearing people, especially I see
Rasha, that's misunderstood, I think.
Oh, no way. Hey.
I think so. I'm not sure.
What, Lena? No, not Lena Hassan, is it? No. But yeah, alhamdulillah. I still think it's impressive that you can do all those things. You don't have to wait. There's one thing to be able to have. If you don't have those resources, don't wait. And that's one thing I would tell all the listeners who are like, man, I don't have a studio. I don't have I don't have a good recording, or I don't have like the best beats. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go out there and do something, and then inshallah, in time, you gonna get you resources start to come to you when people see effort. You start making effort. People like, oh, dude, I got a mic you can borrow, or I got an event you can perform at if you just want some stage time to really figure this song out, or But if you hold back, and waiting for it to be perfect, I know that's like your thing. Abdulmal's like, let's just get it out the door. We gotta produce now. So.
Yeah. But that's why we have the three of us. We all balance each other. I think Naeem, we'll talk a little
about. You always need somebody to drag you down.
No, keep good and keep silent. Where was Mike?
Keep silent.
Good God.
So we'll I think it'll when we talk about your album next week. I think there's a lot of good things that I gotta say.
Next month.
Next month. What did I say? Next week.
We only got about 12 minutes left, gentlemen. And we keep on giving shout outs to people and all. But we want to make sure that we get some more to work in. I think I got a couple more songs you had here, Abdul Malik. What was the next one you wanted to do?
Why don't we do Farewell to the World, since we only got 12 minutes left?
Oh man, what's the other one? Not that I don't like that one.
Planners?
Yeah, let's go.
You like the Planners?
Planners. All right, let's get. We got time, man. We got time. We're not doing the whole songs. We're just doing little bits. Again, everybody. Somebody. Abdul Malik. We may homeschool next year. What's the best part of homeschooling? Real quick.
Oh my goodness, this is a whole nother story. The best part of homeschooling, I think, is...
I'll tell you, the best part for you is we got Abdul Malik Ahmed and native Deen because of homeschooling. So there's that.
I think that's the thing I learned, how to teach yourself stuff. Because in homeschooling, you got to teach yourself. I mean, you have to have that in order to do well. Especially, I have 6 brothers and sisters, and there's my mom. May Allah bless her soul. I don't know how she did it. But you can't have time you just don't have time. It's not, it's hard. So a lot of times we were teaching ourselves. We taught ourselves algebra. We taught ourselves geometry. We taught ourselves all those higher things. We just opened the book and we had to learn it ourselves. We didn't have YouTube at that time. There's no videos and stuff like that. So, so that, I think that's the best part of homeschooling that I really learned. How to teach yourself stuff.
Excellent. Awesome. And Shoshana is like clowning us because we only got like 26 people watching on YouTube. Yeah, it bees like that sometimes. We've been on stage when there's been less people out there at times, and what happened? We kept going. And when we kept going, eventually we made it to Malaysia. We went to Indonesia. We went to Australia. We kept going, and we keep going. Alhamdulillah. Despite everything. Alhamdulillah. So let's go ahead and get into the Planners. Let's do it. Assalamu alaikum.
We plan, but our Lord is the best of the planners. We do what we can, but we all understand what matters. It's faith in Him. We plan, but our Lord is the best of the planners. We do what we can, but we all understand what matters. Faith in Him.
I thought I had it all figured out. Knew the game plan inside and out. But now I'm sitting here on the couch thinking, how on earth did this all fall out? Yeah, I'm trying to focus and regroup. It kinda threw me for a loop. Slowly come to terms with the truth that my game plan came down in one fell swoop. But it's all been written, and if I'm righteous living, I trust that my Lord has something better in store, a better reward than I was thinking.
We plan, but our Lord is the best of the planners. We do what we can, but we all understand what matters. It's faith in Him. We plan, but our Lord is the best of the planners. We do what we can, but we all understand what matters. Faith in Him.
I'm starting to get an urge to be thinking that everything's falling and breaking. I'm thinking that nothing could ever be better than all of the strategies that I've been making. I'm thinking now why did this happen to happen where all of the people are looking and watching? I'm thinking of stopping, I'm thinking of quitting, I'm thinking of putting another in the coffin. But wait and contemplate and remember that I know my Lord is great. That no matter all the weight, I got to be thinking straight. And remember, a loving God, He controls our fate. But it's all been written, and if I'm righteous living, I trust that my Lord has something better in store, a better reward than I was thinking.
We plan, but our Lord is the best of the planners.
Ooh, Abdul Malik Ahmed.
Alhamdulillah.
I really. Josh, you were singing along.
Yeah, that's one of my two favorite songs on the album.
Okay, why?
It's just the beat and how he raps on the beat.
Yeah, I haven't heard you rhyme like that on any other track since we've been doing this.
And actually, not even the fast part of the rap. It's just like the kind of sing song part of it. I thought I had it all figured out. Knew the plan there inside and out. It's just a nice groove. I like it.
Awesome. What can you tell us about the plan?
That would be it was something that happened. I don't remember. But I tell you, something happened recently that made me really, like, I was down. We were planning this event. It was a martial arts event, and then coronavirus, came up, and then we had to cancel this event. And then we put a lot of time and interest. So I was down, and then somehow I just heard the song that I had written, like, what? This is like 2015, right? So 5 years ago. And I'm like, thought I had it all figured out, man. I knew the game plan inside and out, but now I'm sitting here on the couch thinking, how did this all fall out, So I'm like, wow. So sometimes our own
autobiographical again.
Yeah, I don't know if it's autobiographical, but it was definitely people think that all of these songs are like pointing fingers at other people. You have to know that Allah is the best of the planners. But this is really like sometimes reminders for myself. And I hear back like sometimes in Speak Good or Keep Silent. I fall a lot of times. I don't speak good and I don't keep silent. So we'll keep working on it, and these are just reminders. So.
Yeah, I tell people all the times. I said some of the times I was talking in the last live stream I did. I said a lot of these things they're reminders, and they're also aspirational at times. These are things that we're trying to aspire to a better self. It's not to say that we got all the answers or be like me or anything like that. It's like a lot of times it's like this is the goal that you're setting to speak good or keep silent or remember Allah's best of planners. And funny, I remember I was on the same type of thing when I was working for Islamic Relief. I was overseas. We were about to do like this camp. We were about to build out a state, and people gassed my head up, and Allah just said, "Nope, it's not today."
What happened? You glitched a little bit.
But like everything I planned got smashed. So there was like a sandstorm came. Things were torn up, and I had like these huge. I thought I was gonna be like, but and then it came together in the end on Law's timeline. So there's that. Yeah. So cool. All right, we got like about 4 minutes. I don't know if you want to get into one more. We got 4 minutes. People hanging out. Osama's got to go. Thanks for getting on. Rashid, Thabit, everybody. Can you give my friend a shout out? As when we were younger, he played your nasheeds. His name is Riaz. While they were playing football at football practice. So what's up, Riaz? What's up, Gus?
I got a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jack.
I got a question for you, Abdul Malik. So once again, we need you to tell people where they can get the album. So that's the first thing I want you to do. And then the second thing I want you to do is, you got about 10 songs on the album, right? Do you recommend they listen to it from the beginning to the end, or which song do you like? I want you to start with this song. So those are my two things I want you to say.
Okay, so you can go to YouTube right now, type in Conscious Reboot. By the way, the name of the album is more, we have to sometimes reboot our conscious, just our being conscious as conscious people. So sometimes we've got to press that reboot button and then just start being more conscious.
Well, one thing you didn't talk about at all was this. What's happening here?
I didn't talk about the album cover.
What's happening there?
Yeah, okay. So by the way, that's a thobe, by the way, Kamani thobe. I got it. It's not. I still have it in the thing. It's really cool.
From Mufti Kamani. Yeah.
Yes. Kamani
you said Armani?
I wish it was Armani, and I didn't know Armani sells thobes, but no. Kamani, was it?
Mufti Kamani.
Kamani thobes. It's So I was trying to go with the whole kind of the Matrix, how the whole concept of the Matrix, and I think some scholars have talked about the concept of the Matrix, where we are in this dunya, and we think the Quran talks about it as ghurur, like it's a fake thing. It's like a mirage. This the life of the dunya, and Morpheus, his whole thing was we got the red pill or the green pill, blue pill. What am I saying? I don't even know my own references.
Wow.
The blue pill, and sometimes I think man, I don't even remember because I haven't watched The Matrix in a while.
Well,
it was
this album cover, I would say, was the best summary of you, and I don't know if you did that on purpose, because it pulls together your martial arts background. So you said Morpheus, but that kind of Neo Matrix martial arts thriller you have there, and you're a master of Silat, and then you have like the IT web development piece of it. You got the thing in there, and you kind of bring that in with also the title of Reboot, which is a computer type of thing. So I felt like the album really brings you all the pieces of you onto this album cover.
I didn't think about that, but mashallah. Okay. He broke it down for me.
Subliminal.
Broke it down for me. Alhamdulillah.
So tell me
your last question. I think that people, I don't know.
With this.
Yeah, I don't know. Just listen to the whole album. But I think you can take out little pieces of it. They can stand on their own. I don't think
stand alone. Doom.
Yeah. There is a progression through the album, but I think if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, you can. And inshallah, I'll have it on YouTube. Inshallah, if I can get through all the copyright stuff, I'll have the whole thing on YouTube, so you'll be able to search Conscious Reboot, inshallah. But it's already on YouTube separately. I mean, like the whole album at once, so you don't gotta click. So yeah. All right, people.
Well, like you said, alhamdulillah, thank everybody for joining us. It was so good to talk to you guys, and we're trying to do this a lot more regularly, that once a week you'll be able to see us and hear from us as we're working. We're doing this kind of review of all these deep dives in our work, because we're looking at 20 years of native Deen, and inshallah soon we'll be working on an album real soon. So new music, even newer music than what you're hearing from us right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keep us in your dua. You guys are in our dua. We really had a good time. Any closing thoughts before we go out? 1 minute, 30-second closing thoughts, Joshua?
We plan, but Allah is the best of the planners.
Wow, mashallah.
Joshua Abdul Malik Ahmed?
I think sometimes in these times we need to reboot our conscious activity and our and be more conscious human beings, socially conscious, and especially in nowadays. So there, try to bring it all together.
And in the effort to speak good or keep silent, we end with the best. We end with the best saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good night, guys.